Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to check in with the men's and women's golf program, and we're joined by assistant coach Kylee Sullivan. And Kylee, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, your first year here with the Bulldogs. What's it been like coming in, maybe after a standout college career at Oakland University, and being an assistant coach here for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Everything's been going really well, and the student athletes are just incredible, and it's been so fun to be around. So it's been a great first couple months.
Obviously, both teams off to a great start here already, and both teams had a lot of success this past weekend.
Yeah, this past weekend was awesome. We had our home tournament for the men's, and they finished runner-up there and had some really good play, and that was great. And then the women actually won the Saginaw Valley tournament, so that was great to be a part of, and that was really fun. We had a couple career lows and an individual win with Destiny Lawson.
As we go to some of the highlights of the men's tournament here at home at Khaki Golf Course, first of all, Khaki Golf Course, obviously your first experience here with it this fall. Maybe what's it like having that as kind of the home course for the Bulldogs?
It's fantastic. The facilities here are amazing. We're really lucky to be able to have those courses, or that course and those facilities, and it's in great shape, and it's a good test of golf, so it's a really good course.
You mentioned the men's team, the runner-up here in the GLIAC North Invitational, and a strong finish, and obviously took on Grand Valley, maybe the rival that came down to the final hole.
Yeah, it was really close down towards the end there. Came down to the final hole, and we just got edged out a little bit, but they put on a great show. The guys did awesome. Really proud.
Obviously, a lot of veterans last year on the men's golf team that went to the NCAA championships, and a little bit different look this year with a lot of younger guys.
Yeah, it's a very young team. We have, I think, 4 freshmen on the team now, and we have 2 returning sophomores, and so it's a very young team, but it's a good team, and there's a lot to be learned, but there's a lot to gain too, so it's awesome.
How important is it for them to gain that type of experience early in the year and have a strong finish like that as the year goes on?
Oh yeah, it's huge. Just being able to put yourself in that situation and learn how to handle the pressure like that, especially with such a young team, it's very important, and I think they handled themselves really well.
Maybe who have been some of the leaders of that team? Obviously, Thomas Hersey returning off of last year's team.
Yeah, Thomas, he's a phenomenal player. He was the GLIAC Freshman of the Year last year, and he's just a really great leader. Daniel Shattuck, he's our other sophomore that's returning, so we're looking to him for some leadership. And even the freshmen have all been stepping up and showing that they have leadership skills as well, and I think it's going to be a really good year.
Obviously, the GLIAC North Invitational this past weekend, a lot of schools that you see at a lot of different tournaments throughout the year.
Yeah, it was great. We saw a lot of the schools, and I think it gave us a good preview of what this season's going to be like.
Maybe what are some big events coming up here on the schedule? Obviously, this week at the Findlay Fall Invitational, but a challenging fall schedule.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky fall schedule for us, but I think they'll do really well. We're ending this season by going to Whistling Straits in Wisconsin, which is going to be awesome, and I think that's going to be great for the guys to play, and it's going to be a really good season for them.
Weather this past weekend, obviously a challenge in golf, whether it's the fall or the spring. Maybe how was that weather this past weekend in terms of the playing conditions?
Yeah, it was breezy, and the night before the first round, we received a lot of rain, which can make the course challenging in some ways, but also the green's a little bit more receptive. But it was a little windy, which made it a little tough, and so I think playing in those conditions was good for them because you never know what you're going to get with the weather here.
Shift gears a little bit to the women's team, and obviously a big performance as they win the Saginaw Valley State Fall Invitational.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I was there with them for that tournament, and they all played phenomenally. We were 6 strokes back of first going in the second day, and they just fought really, really hard and put up a 298, which is a great score for the women's team. And Destiny ended up winning, and we had a career low from Shayna Schneider, and it was awesome.
Both of those players named to the all-tournament team, and obviously Destiny Lawson wins the playoff for medalist honors.
Yeah, it was great. She had a playoff and ended up making about a 30-footer on the playoff hole for birdie to win it. So it was just a great atmosphere, and everyone was so excited.
Maybe for her, what does that mean coming in off of an injury last year that forced her to miss the season?
Yeah, it was huge for her. She this was her first year back in 2 years. She had been on an internship, and she had an injury, and so you could just tell that it was really special for her, and she's been working so hard and really fought hard for that win, so I'm really proud of her.
A little different look than maybe the men's team, where you've got a few players that have really been part of that lineup and that rotation here coming back this fall.
Definitely. We have a pretty experienced women's team with a lot of leadership that's fantastic. Looking forward to that. And we have Karina Van Dynen, who was our freshman in the lineup this week, and she's going to be a really solid player. And we have a couple other freshmen that we're looking to put up some low scores, so we're excited.
On the women's side, maybe what's up next, and what are some big challenges coming up here on the schedule?
Next week we're going to ODU, and that's going to be great. And it's always challenging. We didn't see some of the teams in our we didn't see Grand Valley this weekend, and so we're excited to see them and just see what we can do.
What's it been like for you, maybe the adjustment period coming in and having a chance to work with these golfers?
It's been fantastic. You know, I'm just recently graduated from playing collegiate golf, so it's been a good change to be able to see how the coaching side of everything works, but also that I can relate with the players a little bit, and it's been really fun. I'm really excited about it.
How do you hope to maybe take some of those lessons you learned as a college golfer and instill them in some of these players that we have?
That's definitely what I've been doing. You know, I look to what helped me out on the golf course and what I, looked for in coaches, and then I'm also looking to Coach Kyle to see how he coaches his women and men, and I'm just trying to learn as I go, and then trying to help them as much as I can.
Obviously, kind of like tennis, which we just had on, a strong men's and women's golf tradition here at Ferris State that dates back many years.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. You know, everything's been great, and I'm excited.
Originally, you're from Colorado. Maybe what's been the adjustment going from Colorado? Obviously, you played here in Michigan, but maybe living in Michigan now.
It's been fantastic. I love Michigan. Weather's a little different. You know, don't have the high altitude, don't hit the ball quite as far, but it's been good. I like it out here, and I think the golf is fantastic. Great golf courses, great weather for it. It's been really good.
Obviously, the bulk of the schedule in terms of the postseason competition takes place in the spring. But how important are these fall tournaments to really prepare you for the spring?
Yeah, these fall tournaments are huge. They go towards regional rankings and just getting preparation and getting experience for those tournaments and to learn how to play under pressure and everything like that. These fall tournaments are really big for us.
What are some goals moving forward, maybe for both teams as you get ready to conclude the fall and transition into the spring?
Yeah, you know, I think some goals, just especially for the men's team, is to get some good experience, just because we do have the younger team, and see how many good finishes we can have. And for the women's team, hopefully continue on this path. You know, we had a great tournament, great showing with the win, and see how many more of those we can get.
For those fans that maybe just tuned in, how much preparation do these players put in terms of getting ready for tournament action?
A lot. The men and women work so hard, you know, whether it's 6 a.m. workouts, study tables just for academics, of course, you know, because that's a major part, and we put a lot of importance on that. And then just practice and hours and hours and hours of practice that they put in. So golf takes a lot of time, and so I'm really proud of how hard they've been working.
Well, Kylee, thanks for being with us. Welcome to Ferris State, and congratulations on a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
That'll do it for Ferris Sports Update. Reminder, you can follow all the action and get all the results online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.